You can craft, design, and launch NFTs effortlessly across multiple blockchains. From generating high-quality visuals to enhancing audio, scripting, and minting digital assets, Call AI's advanced tools empower creators of all kinds, developers, designers, artists, and innovators alike. Now available on mobile, Call AI brings everything you need into one seamless platform, giving you the power to create anytime, anywhere.
Click the link at the top line of the description.
Man, back in the building. Friday, January the 31st, first month of the year is down. We got a breaking story for you. Well, actually, yesterday or early today, the prosecutors unsealed some more of the federal indictment against Diddy. Now, they're accusing him of, again, coercing two women to do some acts. I don't know if you heard this video that was going around on all these different social sites. It was a video where it was Diddy and he was like asking for drugs, and it was this guy that was talking.
He require for a Wild King night?
We usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine, Molly. You have mushrooms on the top there.
Was the code to the safe 1, 2, 3, 4?
Baby oil and Astroglide were very important. Candles, incense, Apple TVs, electronics, computers, iPads. Obviously, there was, male libido supplements, stuff like that. Those requests started to become more frequent. They started to occur on a daily basis. There was a requirement. We had to keep those things stocked.
Phil, can you come back upstairs to help me set up the red light?
I would get a lot of voice notes from Diddy.
How often?
Daily, hourly, every 5 minutes, every 5 seconds.
Would you ever be asked to bring things to Diddy during a Wild King night while it was ongoing?
Yeah, for sure.
Phil, I need some Cialis. Give me 20 Xanax, please. Hey, Phil, I need a plan B. I need 10 Adderall. The mushroom capsules, the microdose. Can you bring that out to me, please?
What would you see when you would go into the room?
There wouldn't be anything happening while you were walking into the room.
But there would be people there.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about who the guests were?
A lot of times it was girls who were a little bit under the radar that didn't have a lot of influence. I think that speaks to the type of situations people were put in. A lot of times you'd have him with a younger female, and there's a power dynamic there.
So this guy was Diddy's former assistant. That little clip, what do you think about that?
I could look at it two ways, and I'll talk about them both ways. One, you never know what's AI and what's not out here nowadays. So you got to be careful in what you listen to. But let's say for the sake of this argument, all of that is true. Everything that we heard was actually Diddy saying these things. It sounded like any other brothel or any sex, but no, you good, bro. Yeah. Any other brothel or sex party or freaky situation to me. Like, I'm not hearing where he needs to be under federal custody and be charged with federal racketeering and under a RICO charge for trafficking women. I'm not correlating the two. Now, because you put dramatic music behind it and you outline him grabbing shrooms and Molly and this, it sound like some freaky shit's about to go down. But does it sound like things are being done against people's will? You still haven't shown me that yet. But this is all they throw out there. This is all they put out there. Now, has it been proven that Diddy's a freak? Yeah, we've known that for decades. But has he done anything illegal yet to warrant him being behind bars for this long? I still don't see it, bro. I really don't.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what's the point of the interview with the guy, because like the lady was trying to reach like where you saw people there. He said they wasn't doing nothing.
Right.
And you as assistant, yes, you're going to bring up drugs if I ask you to bring up drugs. We in that lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Then go get me an ounce of weed. Go get me this. Go get me that. This is what it is. For you to be putting it out there is kind of crazy, but it's still, like you said, they try to paint this picture as if he forced people to do something. That's what we're here for, right? He forced people against their will. Like he was putting drugs and baby oil. Like people was walking around inebriated and Diddy was having his way. We still don't see the evidence. And that clip right there didn't get anywhere close. It's a night out, a party, when people have been partying since the beginning of the time. They use drugs to enhance the partying. They use drugs to enhance the sex. No different than you getting ripped off Henny and breaking a girl's back. No different. It's the same type of thing. And yes, it might be illegal charge him with drugs. You know what I mean? But you want to charge him.
Right. It ain't equating. Like, what's going on?
It ain't equating.
Right.
And when I first see it, I'm like, oh, this is about to be spicy. Then I listen to it, I'm like, okay. They got the music, doop, doop, doop. Like it's supposed to be something spicy coming out. But I think they're just trying to, I guess they feel that if you believe one thing, you believe the other. Like, all right, now he's getting drugs, he must have forced his way on women. That to me, you can't put those two together. Because you go into a club, a party like that, people is willingly taking drugs for the most part. Chicks is there ready to pop, ready to get it in. How many parties have you been to over our lifetime where there was freak hoes in there, sluts in there, ready to do whatever? Mm-hmm. How many dudes have ran trains on chicks that was with it? Like, let's just be real. I'll say we bring the realness to you. Right now, if you can start showing things where, it was forcefully taken and things like that, and something was slipped in their drink and things like that, then I could believe you. But if you show me a guy, a weirdo who keeping voice notes on his phone from Diddy, telling him to get Xanax and shrooms and all that, sound like a good time to me, man.
That's it. And how were you compensated? How were you compensated for that? Was it money? Was it shrooms yourself? Was it something, you know what I mean, to take the edge off yourself? It's just, you never know what goes on in these situations, but it's real funny that, and this is why non-disclosure agreements are important, because when you have people working with you, and I'm not talking about anything that involves anybody's, as far as a human perspective, being hurt, but when there's drugs and things being moved around, you don't want your business out there like that. And this is not what Diddy's being charged for. If he was trafficking drugs or anything, throw his ass in rehab and keep it moving. But you got him under federal custody, like he's out here taking little girls from state to state and keeping them in bondage. This is the picture that you guys are portraying. And every time you guys come out with some more evidence, it's furthest from that. Did you hear about a video that is allegedly circulating? And I haven't physically heard the video, but I heard.
Little girl?
Nah, it's about Whack 100.
Oh, no.
It's not about Whack 100, but Whack 100 allegedly is saying that there's a video going around with Diddy in jail talking to his son. And they asked him, is Jay-Z still not talking to you? And he doesn't really say anything. Apparently he's saying he's speaking in code. Is anybody still acting the same? Okay, well, something big's coming. I'm about to get up out of this. I don't know how true it is. Whack has said it. It has came out of his mouth and he said that it's a video going around. And if you haven't heard it, y'all crazy. But I've looked for it. I haven't heard it. But it's an alleged video between Diddy and his son, I think Christian. And they're talking in code. They ask about Jay-Z and they asking about is people still out there looking at me crazy, bop, 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 and we gonna get our revenge or some shit like that. So it's
so alluding to revenge on Jay-Z?
Alluding to revenge on, I don't know if they specifically toward Jay-Z, but people that are shunning him and closing the door on him and basically railroading him or no longer on his side. That he's seeing people kind of turn they back on him. He's kind of watching it and saying, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get mine. It's coming. I'm gonna get up out of here and I'm gonna get mine. Like I said, now I don't know how true it is. We know how Whack 100 likes to sensationalize shit and throw shit out. He said you need to go on his Clubhouse platform to really get the info. So that was a nice little plug. Yeah. So
who's on Clubhouse anymore?
Not nobody getting paid. So anyway,
right.
I don't know how true it is, but there's a lot going on with him right now.
That's actually deep. If that's the case,